Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, and it's time for game 2 between bestest friends Capricis in the red Terran pieces and the Korean player KSW in the blue Protoss pieces. KSW is currently up 1-0. This is from the Starbowl Ladder Cup, the third qualifier, and this is the second round in the winner's bracket. Both of these players had a bye in the first round, so that's a very unexciting round for them. So we saw KSW take one game off of Capri by just being super aggressive, and Capri kind of being a little bit sloppy with the siege tanks, to be honest. So now KSW is gonna try again to contend with Capri and see whoever loses this game is gonna get bumped onto the losers bracket. They're not out of the tournament. Not this game, the whole series, of course. If KSW wins, though, Capri is gonna get bumped down right away, as this is a best of 3. Capricis is an American Terran player who founded the clan Bestest Friends, and he's been playing Starbowl for quite some time. He's been slightly inactive as of late, but generally kind of active. He's an awesome guy. He always loves tournaments. Every time there's a Starbowl tournament, he hypes it up incredibly in the forums. So maybe he'll do the same thing again. Last game he went for a 14cc, and I think he got away with it, to be honest. He just didn't siege up his tanks like he should. He started moving them down the ramp and doing really weird things, and it was just kind of unfortunate. They're both scouting in the same wrong direction as well. You're gonna play on Circuit Breaker, which is an awesome map. I've said it 1,000 times before. You have your natural base here, you have a mineral only third kind of here that's more open, but it's closer to defend, in distance wise, but the gas one is all the way over here between these two mains, or over here between these two mains. So it's semi-symmetric map. It's not like four-way circular symmetric completely the same all over, because this is different from this in position, which makes it very different in movement and scouting. Left to right is actually a lot further apart from each other than north-south because of this dip down here that you have to go through. While when you go north-south, you just go straight up here. So there's some interesting stuff. This is going to be a much more standard game. KSW hasn't scouted his opponents. Now he's finally scouting him, and he's seeing a very standard opening. Although the command center again is fairly quick. And again, he's just moving away with his probe. I don't know why he does this. I don't know why he doesn't stay to see if gas is going to be taken. If he doesn't try to harass the workers a little bit more, he just goes away. That's really odd. I don't know why he does that. In the meantime, Capri has scouted his opponent. He also just went away, but he saw Cyber Core spinning, and that means that there's going to be a Dragoon out soon. And that there's going to be ranged Dragoons as well, which means that Caprici is going to have to get a bunker, and then it's going to have to get a siege tank ASAP. Ooh, he could harass that SCV, but he chooses not to. He chooses to do nothing. Oh, lost minerals. No, okay, just in the last second, but oh, look at all those minerals lost. Oh, no. Does it go back automatically now? I thought it just started mining even if... No, I guess that doesn't make any sense. I'm just retarded. It's just if they start mining gas or something. Yep, just CFS confirmed retarded. So, KSW is going to get an expansion up fairly quickly. He's got one Dragoon expansion, getting his second Dragoon now. He's going to start... production time, there we go. He's going to start... he shouldn't really try to... kill that bunker before range is complete. Once Dragoon range is complete, it does outrange a bunker, and I do feel that I'm going to have to get some water before I do the next game, because my mouth is already running a little bit dry. He's going to land the barracks over here, he's going to get a siege tank, probably, and this is all very standard. He actually overcharged the factory so it would move faster in the air. It does that. It's kind of hilarious. If you overcharge a building, it has to be landed though. But once you lift it and try and move it around, it flies a lot faster. So, and since he started building a siege tank right away after it, I feel it was kind of worth it. There we go. Range is complete. He can start to kill the bunker. He needs to pull some workers. That's too many. There we go. Oh, this SCV. Oh, and he sees the potential danger of it being a repairing SCV. But see, this is oh, he's opening up the door. Now these Dragoons can just waltz in, but you never want to go in here as Dragoons. SCVs just surround and Marines just kill so fast. Okay, he has a siege tank now. He needs to learn from last game and be completely careful with it. Not just halfly careful, but actually completely careful. I should just make up my own dictionary, I feel, and how we can use certain words to describe certain things in Cepheus English language. So KSW being very careful with his Dragoons. He's being completely careful with them as well, and not losing too much actual damage, just taking away the shields. Observatory on the way. More Dragoons on the way. Nexus is up. Things are looking very good in standard. So if we look generally, Capri is actually in a pretty good position right now. He's got a good number of harvesters, which reflects his income quite a lot. But no, okay, the income of his opponent, he just recently transferred probes down there, and he's smartly transferring them and not just rallying them. And now it's pretty much the same. Yeah, those extra few workers don't matter too much as long as you have the same number of bases. But KSW has a sneaky pylon. There could be a fast reaver coming off of this. He has... Well, he has the robo bay here, though, so... Yeah, I don't really see what this pylon is for. Maybe just to spawn a potential third base here. I guess that was an SCV who died? I suppose so. So we're gonna have reaver full up. We're gonna have just... Vultures, I can't talk today. Vultures with speed, he's gonna get 4 factories, which could be like a 2-base push. Sometimes you see 5 factories. If you see 5 factories, it's like 100% certain. But if you're good with overcharge, you actually only need 4 factories, and you can't really produce out of more than that. And Capri is pretty good with overcharge. From his 1 or... He just overcharged 4 times, and he still has this much energy. This is crazy. Okay, he's not that good with overcharge, to be honest. But he still gave me his money love, so whatever. That money love. So this is gonna be exciting. I think you usually do like a +1 damage. No, okay, actually, it's gonna go for a 3rd command center. He's just gonna. Yeah, there's only 1 tech lab. Actually, usually you won't have 2 tech labs if you're gonna go for pressure, because then you can get more siege tanks to back it up. Now he's just gonna get a lot of vultures to be super mobile. Mines are not done yet, and there's a fly in my hair, and the observer sees the vultures. But I don't know if you actually saw it on the minimap. He should maybe move some dragoons over here, I feel, but it doesn't matter because they're gonna fly over here. And they do kind of fly. They hover. They're gonna hover over there. Go hovering. That fly in my hair is so annoying. I'm gonna hit myself in the head a lot of times today. Not because they're playing bad, just because of that stupid fly. Ooh, juicy probe transfer. Can he get it? He sees it. He sees it. No, he doesn't. Yes, he does. And he gets 1. He gets 2. And he tries to move in and get some more in here. He can split up his vultures. But there's a dragoon on the ramp, but it doesn't block completely. It could if it just squish over a little bit. That's the right word, I promise you. And a lot of probes are going to go down, and Capri doing some actual good damage here. He did bring a lot of vultures though, so he has to do something with this many vultures. You don't usually commit that many for harassment, but still, that really depends on the players though. Ooh, probes are actually being vicious vulture killers. And I don't know if he has the multitasking to... No, he does. He's got really good APM actually, so yeah, he's fine. Oh, I like this, making this wall out here to expand here safely. If we look at the workers killed, and totally got 20 workers killed from that harassment. Wow, that's a lot more than I thought it would be. Salvage the bunker and everything. There's lots and lots of dragoons though. He really should get zealot speed soon. Maybe no, he has only the dragoon range. You can only stay on dragoons for this long in PvZ unless your name is Dirtybag. Then you can just win with pure dragoons. But unless you're Dirtybag, you can't really do that. So, I don't know, like, he's gonna pick off a couple of tanks here, but he really needs to get his tech tree going, I feel, to actually get ahead of his opponent, or at least get a 4th base. He's just gonna try and push down with pure dragoon, and maybe his name is Dirtybag. We'll see if this is gonna work. I don't think this is a good idea. He's gonna pick up a couple of tanks, but I think he's gonna lose most of his dragoons here. But, see, this is actually kind of nice, because he's clearing out the tanks to protect this base. He could maybe do some work to harass back, but he's just gonna focus on the orbital. But here comes more tanks. He's gonna siege up, and has the observer smartly placed, so he sees this, so he can move back in time. And this siege tank has such an incredible long range, and I don't know if he wants to put his dragoons back there, to be honest. And he moves out smartly, just outside the range from the siege tank, making Capri a little bit iffy about mining at this base, which is definitely what he wanted. So vultures are going to move in over here to the 3rd base again. He still doesn't have... Is that a full wall off? No, it's not! What? What? You can move through here? Look at that. Who would have thought? That looks like a... Oh, KSW, poor guy. This is like Brood War over where, like, places where you never think anyone would fit. It actually fits. Capri's having a hard time holding this, though. So things are stabilizing a little bit. He's Capri making sure that this base is not going to be the one taken, but I'm pretty sure the next base for KSW is this one. But if he like plants 1 fat dragoon in here and gets like 1 turret over here, he should be just fine with this base, to be honest. There we go. Okay, now it should be tight. Look at that wall of pylons. Instead of fountain cannon, that's pretty cool. He needs another cannon over here or something, and he's like perfect. But now he can't make any more, transferring any more probes over there though. Oh, is that something in the main base I missed? Is there like an okay, there's no war prisms, and there's no more workers killed, so there, oh, there's a couple SCVs just from those Dragoons, I suppose. I suppose. So, anyone tuning in, this is KSW versus Capri. This is from the ladder tournament we had on Saturday, and I didn't cast many games from KSW at all that tournament. I focused on other players, and now I want to cast these games from replays. I got the replays from him, so I'm really happy about that. Since he did make it quite far into the tournament. So this is his first game in the tournament, or first series, second game, versus Capricis in the winner's bracket. It's the second round. They both had a bye in the first round, so this is his first real game. I mean first real series. I can't talk. So KSW is doing what I kind of predicted, taking this base. This is going like, this is very like textbook standard TVP. Mech from Terran. Turtley playstyle is just taking base after base. This hasn't been a single push out from Capri, only like Vulture harass. This wall is fairly common. This is they're both kind of doing the same thing here. They're both, oh, gotta be careful with, okay, one mine goes off, gets another, no, okay, only one mine went off there, but I was a little bit careless. These mines are easier to kill, they're more in a line. And he has an observer with him, which helps a lot, of course. Here comes the Vultures, but they're gonna meet the, I think they can go through there. I really think they can. Hey Vic, good to see you here. Also, I just learned how you can do like some hosting with Twitch. I'm gonna start doing that more, I think, just to keep my channel always streaming Starbow. Like host whoever's streaming Starbow at the time. Anyhow, Capri is gonna just go around with the Vultures, be incredibly annoying. Oh, he's gonna he tried to drag some mines into those Vultures, but the Dragoons themselves are just so big they soak up most of the splash damage. Unfortunately, Zealots are much better doing that because they're smaller, which work completely different in Brood War, but I'm not going to get into the technicalities of that. It's basically how the splash works in the engine of Starbow. I mean in the StarCraft 2 engine. It's very different than splash from Brood War. But we're going to have some Photon Cannons up there. These workers could just get picked off if he's not careful, okay. Ooh, he's going to have to reinforce that wall, but here comes the Photon Cannon and he should be just fine. He's going to get the pylon, but it's not going to do him any good whatsoever. In the meantime, Capri has a pretty good setup here for a good base. He just needs to get it saturated. And, okay, there we go. Arbiter's incoming. He probably has legs now. He only has +1 though. Where is his forge? He's not even getting +2. That's actually a little bit troublesome. Or worrisome. Or something, yes. If you look at his opponent, he's got 1-1 all the way here. So, double rainbow all the way. So, Vultures are massing aplenty, and this is a push out from Capri. Here comes the army of Capri. Look at that line of siege tanks, but he's gonna just siege out in the middle of the open. This is a little bit, he needs like a push out plan, and by that I mean like, okay, you want to go this edge, you want to scoot down that edge, you want to make sure you're safe versus flanked from that end, and you want to like place mines at logical places. It's kind of difficult to push out with mech, to be honest. That's actually the hardest phase of playing mech, is to push out, like when to push out and how to do it. And now he's going to lose some backup siege tanks. In the meantime, tons of Vultures are going to claim this base, but they could have done that without the siege tanks, to be honest. These siege tanks need to siege up and get together a little bit more and try to deal with all this Dragoons, and Dragoons should really push back from this point. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's unfortunate. Overextending a little bit. He has observers. He could have sent them in first to see what was actually there. A little bit sloppy play from KSW now. He seems to be falling apart, actually. If you look at supply, he's actually falling quite a bit behind, and he's behind in bases too in the meantime. No, that's not a start of a base, it's just a spider mine. Meanwhile, a spider mine is going on. It's important to get that on the camera, see if he is. Okay, here comes the Arbiter, though. He has Cloak. There's a scan. Does he have enough for a, that's a Nexus. Yeah, he has enough for a Stasis. He has it researched. Could get a Stasis going. Oh, what was that? How did so many Vultures just die? Here goes. Okay, Stasis is the tanks in the back, which is actually really smart. This is what you should be doing, ladies and gentlemen, not the ones in the front, but the ones behind. Who shot that one? Okay, so now he's going to try to push over. Now, these are the tanks in the front, though, so this is going to be a little bit difficult to go up this ramp. No, he doesn't want to do that. He needs more Arbiters desperately. He needs his Stasis a lot more, but here comes all the Vultures just pouring down. At this point, Capri can just make so many Vultures. He can make so many factories. He's maxed out. He's got a great economy. And I don't know if KSW can come back from this. It's gonna need some like 6 storms or something. I don't know if there's enough with just arbiters and stasis. It's gonna be so hard for KSW to do, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. More vultures. I want to see how many factories this guy has. He has. That's a lot of factories. He's got 11 factories so far. He should maybe even throw up more, just because of his economy is incredible. So this arbiter is going to start picking up siege tanks actually, and showing a real vulnerability for Capricis is anti-air. He doesn't really have any, but he can make Goliath fairly quickly as soon as he loses his army if he so deems to do that. And he's still killing probes during all of this. In the meantime, KSW is clearing out this side of the map. He's clearing out some siege tanks here with the arbiter. But the vultures are still alive, and the push of Capri has succeeded, but it didn't kill his opponent, it just set him back quite a bit. Which is usually the case in Starbow, though. You don't usually kill your opponent in just one push. You usually need several pushes to do that, but you get ahead with pushes. Or you get behind, depending on how well it goes, of course. Ooh, trying to trap all these Dragoons with good Spider Mine placement. Ooh, Dragoons are going different places, and some of that Spider Mines actually splashes on his own vultures. But now, that's so many vultures, that's so many mines, he can just keep trapping and keep going. And wow, look at the vultures from Capri just being everywhere, and just straight up killing Dragoons. That's when you know you have enough vultures. Wow, look at that, it's incredible. And yeah, every Dragoon's just gonna fall down. So much splash damage on the vultures, though, almost none of them left. But I don't think it really matters. Capri can just keep remaking. He's gonna add in a couple of Goliaths now. Here comes Arbiter, has enough for another stasis. He really needs to stasis all these siege tanks. And there's another one. He could do a double stasis here. Okay, one stasis is gonna go down. And was that both of them? Okay, there's another one. Oh, here goes another stasis. That's a lot of siege tank stasis, but it's just not enough in case WG.